Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to my No Man's Sky video. This is Shalin Magi, and this is episode 42 of my Fresh Start playthrough. Little recap of yesterday's episode, or the last episode, episode 41. Did a couple Exocraft Technician quests, and then the rest of the episode was really just me pretty much grinding out a whole lot of autophage type missions. Um, really trying to move forward with They Who Returned, right? And also Prayers of the Machine. Um, these are kind of uh, these are kind of vague, right? So looking at these two quests, I can't remember from when I did these on my main guy, but what I decided to do was just do a bunch of missions for him, which I was not able to do. I think it was either episode 40 or 41 where I had I had did enough stuff and whatever it took to be able to actually be able to do missions. And so yesterday, that's pretty much what I did. And so I actually have a couple missions that I wasn't able to finish from yesterday. I've got the salvage operations, and I've got this Rust Planet or Life from Rust. So I'm going to go ahead and do them. But I think yesterday, at least for me, the big highlight of yesterday's episode was I basically got this beautiful staff, right? Well, I didn't get it. I actually built it. Um, so I got the three parts. They're all. Let me see. I can't remember the name of the parts, but this is the one I chose, and I went to quite a few systems in order to get this color combination, right? Which is the staff handle is like a galvanized sort of steel look, but it's actually got some very light blue highlights, which are not super easy to see. But that orange, yeah. So, I mean, obviously, if you go to a bunch of different autophage camps, you get different color combinations, and this really was the color combination I was looking for. So, with that aside, I think what I'm going to do start off this mission is obviously I have 5 frigates that are complete. They need debrief. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. All right. Getting a lot of good stuff here. Okay. A lot of stuff to sell and a lot of stuff that would go into making some more stasis devices. So it's all win. Yeah, industrial. Getting a whole bunch of ore and all kinds of stuff from that. So, okay. Exploration. Uranium. Oh, Quicksilver. That's cool. All right. So pretty much all the rewards. Surprised I didn't get a frigate module out of that, but I have 4 frigate modules in storage, so I'm going to go ahead and pretty much organize my inventory, and then I will catch back up with you. And going to send my guys out on some more missions, and I may upgrade part of the freighter while I'm here. So stick around. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and send my guys out on some missions, and then I have 4 salvage frigate modules, and I think I have an idea of what I want to get in terms of upgrades. I mean, yeah, I'd really like to get the warp core resonator or the interstellar scanner would be nice, but I feel like with 4 salvage frigate modules, I could get a scanner room, I could get the double cultivation chamber, the nutrition room, and the exocraft materializer, which is something that I've kind of wish I had that would allow me to do Dreams of the Deep. So I think I'm going to go with that. But first, I'm going to go ahead and send out my frigates, and then I'll get started with that. All right. So, industrial. Industrial. This raider actually has some pretty good combat, or pretty good combat, obviously. I'm what I meant to say is I'm looking for a raider or a combat guy that's got um, pretty good industrial stuff going on. So like this guy right here, he's got decent combat and he's got pretty good industrial. So let's see. So I've got 1 industrial, 2 industrial, 1 combat. All right, so I can send 1 more industrial guy out, and I'd like to send my lower guys. So 2, 3, and I'm going to send 2. Yeah, that'll work. All right, combat. Send one of my high combat guys out and a low combat. Yeah. And so that's 3 combat. And then I'll send a low class support. And 2 low class support should be good. All right, Voyage of Discovery. Exploration. Let me see if I got some. I do have a. Okay, so exploration. And I'll send a. I'll send an OK combat. And a low support. All right, balanced. Pretty good amount of light years. Good support. Decent industrial. Decent trade. Okay, so I just need a combat. Yeah, and this is perfect because I actually have everything I would need for this next run here. So balanced. Let's go with not so great combat, but we'll go with a really good support. And exploration. And well, trade. And I think one more support would be good. All right, so that's all my missions out of the way. And let's see, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get these parts here. Double cultivation chamber and nutrition chamber will be huge, and this will really be good too. Exocraft materializer. All right, so I'm going to catch up with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and install some of these things, and then I'll catch up when I'm done. All right, hey everyone, I'm back. So I went ahead and cleared up my inventory, and I went ahead and I made some upgrades on the freighter with those purchases. And so the first thing, obviously, I've got this the planetary scanner here, which is really good. And I also added a second trade hub, just really for the symmetrical look to it. And then in this corner, I got my little construction guy here, and then over here, I got my scientist. So that's good to go. And so in here, I had to make this building a little bigger, but I basically replaced all of these cultivation chambers with double cultivation chambers, which is great. And pretty much every one of these plants I'm growing really is all about stasis devices. So everything in here growing is for that purpose, to get a stasis device, with the exception of this extra room I had right here. And this is just nip buds. You know, they're pretty good for selling and all. And I got my nutrition unit in here, which I really wanted to get in the freighter. And then last but not least, my industrial area. And I just added the orbital exocraft, which I'm called, as well as my exocraft technician. You know, I don't think I'm going to add. Normally, I would add 2 more large refiners in here, so I'd have to make this area bigger, and I'd put an extractor in the middle. But yesterday, when I was mixing down all the runaway mold that I had, and when I was making the video and I was showing everyone the mold I had in my inventory, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to need more. I didn't even need what I had, right? I had more than I needed. But so, you know, I went to my home base, which has, you know, 5 refiners, and I filled those up. Then I went to the other base, the Cobalt base, which has 5 refiners, filled them up, and then I filled these 2 up with runaway mold, right? And normally these freighter extractors are real buggy, it seems. Now, normally on my main guy, you know, I will use the extractors on the freighter, you know, and I'll go do what I got to do. And generally, if I don't log out, when I come back, the stuff is there. Well, I put the stuff in these extractors or these refiners yesterday when I was cooking the stuff up, and I did not log out. You know, I went to one of the bases to collect the nanites in the refiners. When I came back here, these things were empty. So, yeah, I mean, I think pretty much I'm not putting no more of these in here because for me, they're just too glitchy. And, yeah, and that's pretty much it, you know. So I think from this point, I will go to the settlement and I will meet you all there. All right, everyone, we're at the settlement. I'm just going to go ahead and, like clockwork, check the status first. Okay. And view whatever requests we have. Let's Settlement achieved 82% of its maintenance targets in this cycle, thanks to the fiery vegetable stew plant. Following a runaway slime incursion, a significant reimbursement is now required. So I think I'm going to go with the expedite live repairs. All right. At the end of the day, I mean, it's not going to really matter because eventually these buildings will get upgraded and everything will be, flourishing. But that's what I'm going to do as the ruler of this community, the overseer. So. Okay, hold on a second here. What is going on? There we are. Okay, so 38,000 in productivity. So I'm already ahead of the game, but I'm guessing this will take us to what? Maybe 60 or 50. All right. Yeah, 68. So, and I have dirt. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call in my Corvette. All right. So I put the 64 dirt in there, and next stop, S-Class hydroponics bay. So good to go. And so I think I want to at least turn in these, or get these 2 autophage quests turned in or completed. So let's see. I guess anywhere that there's, okay, right here, return to the autophage. All right. So I'll meet you there. All right, everyone. So I'm just kind of, I guess I need prayers of the machine. I don't think that's the quest that led me to this spot. I think it's the salvage. Let's see. Yeah. But anyway, since I'm at the runaway mold spot, I might as well bust this stuff up. And I seen a base computer archive thing. I think that's one of those things that I'll do one of those per episode, probably, because my recollection, like on my main character, those things are still available. And I remember doing a chain of those over and over, and it was like they just were never ending pretty much. So maybe I'll jump on that. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get to that spot. I'm using my Corvette. Let me see if my technology spots moved around. They did. See, that quick, I had all these things, these maneuverability things like my cockpit, my wings, had them all over here. And that quick, they just switched places, which is really messed up. I don't understand why that does not get addressed. Damn, that didn't do nothing. Okay, yeah, got that piece. Not that I need that. This is more the scanner thing. There he is. Yeah, hand in mission. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and get that last exosuit upgrade, autophage exosuit upgrade, and then it's pretty much all about cosmetics as far as the autophage are concerned. So get that thrown in here. And what does that give me? Life support, fuel efficiency. Okay, whatever. All right, so I want to get this. I think this is collect all the rust. Yeah, rusted metal. So 128. I'm actually. I'm actually just going to make the rest of that. I think it's either pure ferrite and oxygen or ferrite dust and oxygen, which makes rusted metal. I don't know. We'll find out real quick. So let me start off with pure ferrite dust, and add oxygen to that. If it's not that, then yeah, it's pure ferrite. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I roughly need about 118 or 17, something like that. And I'll catch up with you when this stuff's done cooking. Right. Okay, let's see. The construct claims that all electronic hearts will react to the presence of Atlantium. Search for computing units and observe their responses. Okay. It's pretty subtle, like those who return. Expand the investigation. Nada suggested learning more about the autophage through direct interaction with them, as well as experimentation with the properties of Atlantium. Select the audience with the autophage or prayers to proceed. Yeah, it's not really. It's okay. Prayers to the machine. So it looks like audience with the autophage is complete, because we're on They Who Returned. A robotic head at the harmonic camp granted me access to a harmonizer, an extension to my scanner. The scan harmonizer will allow me to meet their cloaked companions. I should speak with these autophage and learn more, expand the investigation. Okay, so I mean, I guess it's just like, got to keep doing quests for these guys until something unlocks. So in that case, I mean, I'm probably gonna jump off, and I'll go ahead and do this base computer quest real quick, and then I may jump on Dreams of the Deep, since I have the orbital exocraft now. So since I'm in the system where I built my first base, actually right over here, I can just check this base computer real quick and go ahead and bust out one of them missions. Hey everyone, I'm back, and I'm at my uranium Radin base, and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and do a quick base computer mission. But first, what I want to do is, now I'm pretty sure I did build a Nautilus, the underwater, the submarine exocraft. But I mean, since I have a base here that's right at the water, I think I'm going to go ahead and just build one just to be safe. So I just need crystal sulfide, salt, and metal plating. Well, I can get the crystal sulfide real quick, and I have the other stuff here. See, I'm going to go ahead and build the Nautilus, just dock it here, and that way, with the orbital exocraft thing, I'll be able to summon it wherever it wants me to go. So I'm going to grab those materials, get them set up, and I will be right back with you. Hey everyone, I'm back. So this whole lake here, or whatever river, didn't have any crystal sulfide in, so I wound up I had to make the base a little bit bigger because I wanted to put my other storage unit in here that does have like my crystal sulfide. So I'm going to go ahead and just construct this Nautilus. So it's got to be down in here. All right, cool. So I've got that done. And I'm pretty sure now, with the orbital exocraft thing in my freighter, I should be able to pretty much summon that thing. I don't know if I can summon it anywhere in the galaxy or if my freighter has to be in the same system, but that's not a problem. We will find that out quick enough, and I'm going to go ahead and at least do a base computer quest, one of them, and then I think I want to jump on Dreams of the Deep, because I believe Dreams of the Deep is a pretty, I think it's a pretty important quest chain, and it may link to the autophage at some point. I'm not sure, but at any rate, at least I'll get it out of my quest log. So, all right, remote terminus, follow coordinates. Okay. Oh, it's right above me. There we go. All right, I'll meet you there, everyone. All right, looks like I'm in a new system here. So, definitely need to go. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that right now since I'm pretty close to the space station. Go ahead and get a suit upgrade. I'll meet you inside. All right, I'm back, everyone. Also, I'm going to sell all these parts I got from the salvage starship from that autophage quest. So let me go ahead. You know what? Minus 30% on wiring looms. Yeah. So then I'm going to buy a ton of them. I'm going to buy like 20 of these things. Or I'll just buy all 25. Awesome. Nice to have. Okay. I forgot to put the stuff in the inventory. I was done building the Nautilus. Oh, that's okay. Handful of cogs. They actually are useful, so I'm not going to get rid of those. Subatomic regolith. Okay, so I think that's that. I'm going to go ahead and grab this suit upgrade. And actually, I think it's time to open a technology slot. All right, we're at the approximate spot. Now that actually looks like, is that some buildings right there? That is not. I thought I've seen some buildings right over this hill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the spot. So not only, let me check something out here. I'm pretty sure not only my Nautilus, but if I wanted to summon my Minotaur, I'm not able to. Cannot summon those. What does it say? Cannot summon no exocraft something. I'm thinking my freighter would have to be in the area, I'm thinking. Oh, that's weird, man. There we go. Man, can I... Glitchy. There's some salvaged data there. I'm definitely going to get that before I leave. Okay. I've reached the location marked by my base computer. The remote archive terminal hums awaiting my input. Attempting to read memory at... the first spawn fought valiantly, but there were no saving them. The nanites had found their place within, protruding outward through every pore, through every limb, and every thought. And it was done. They departed with the family of Glass, forever lost to this world, their story at an end. I ventured on. We were almost there. I searched physical cache attached to the terminal. Whoever recorded this message also left a piece of technology. Okay, Starship module. Yeah, so this whole base computer thing, I mean, it just doesn't end. So, I guess what I'm gonna do... So I want to find a planet that has a lot of water on it and summon my freighter to that system. Got the rare object notification while I was on my way to the space station. A gift has been bestowed. Okay, cool. Okay, everyone, I'm back. So I'm in the system where my home base is and my freighter is. And this is the planet, it's Paradise Planet, where I got my first S-Class multi-tool. So since this is like a Paradise Planet, I'm just going to ride around here for a while because, you know, I'm assuming there would be a pretty good body of water on a planet like this. I may be wrong, but I'm just going to ride around, look for one. You know, this is one of the ways I've found most of my crash freighters. So, yeah, if I find the water or a freighter, I'll check back in with you. If not, then I guess I'm going to have to find a body of water somewhere else. All right. Well, I didn't find a body of water yet, but like I suspected, flying this close to the planet, that I would find a crash freighter. So, yeah, definitely going to do this. Maybe get a frigate module out of the deal. I don't know. Trade route. I have a child at home. Not too interested in all that. I just want to grab these modules or these cargo things. Yeah, I'm kind of guessing that there's maybe no water on this planet, but I'm going to go up higher in the atmosphere and do a couple pulse drives, cover more distance, and to see if I can find anything. So that's 3. Heat capacitor, that's fine. And there should be one like right there. And then the last one's on the outside, probably like 100 U or something. Oh yeah, something so simple. All right. Yeah, the other one I believe is in this direct. Yep, right there. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, I'm gonna do like I said. I'm gonna drive around this planet a little bit more. I'll catch back up with you if I find something. I'm in the system right now, the very first system I started out at on this character where my uranium base is, and this is pretty cool. Got the whole bubble thing going on. Very neat. Nice looking planet, but a whole lot of water. So, let me get out of here real quick. So my freighter is not in this system. So I want to see. Okay, there's no station. Well, there is a station in this system. Let's see. Yeah. So right here is my main outpost. That's where I just built the Nautilus, or the Nautilin, whatever. I mean, all I could think to do is try to summon my freighter. Okay, so the freighter's here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Very nice. So, we'll go ahead and get on with Dreams of the Deep here. And see what... Test the Nautilin submarine, explore the depths. Okay. And I don't even have... I don't have nothing in this thing. Microprocessor. Huh. Maybe I can make one of those real quick. Yeah, it would be helpful to at least have something. And, Icarus fuel system. I'll just put that in there for now. And of course, you know, cool thing about the radar device in this, whatchamacallit, is this will find crashed freighters, crashed starships, among other things. Okay, so I just completed something here. I think this is going to be the quest that I focus on. And, you know, once I'm done Dreams of the Deep, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to get done it, but then I think it's sort of go back to the autophage type stuff. Okay, so I got... How far is this? Oh, that's not too far at all. But, I mean, if there's no, like, landmass anywhere. Sunken structure, yep. And that is, like, a minute away, so I'm going to see if I can land my starship on this thing. I don't know if I can. Probably not. And is my starship, I wonder, do I have aqua jets? I do not have aqua jets. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's just basically there's a whole lot of water here, that's for sure. And let's see, what do I need? I need basically chlorine to make one of those solar. I think it. Oh, whatever. All right. So I've got all the technology. Yeah, well then I will go ahead and meet you at this location. Okay, we're here, everyone. And yeah, I think while I'm down here, I also may try to grab a hold of some sulfate. Got the freaking abyssal horrors there. So let me just scan. Oh, that's pretty close. I may just grab that now and grab that. So, yeah, kind of replace the sulfate I used to make the Nautilin itself. All right. Get that last crystal before that thing erupts. Let me equip my weapon here. Wonder if I'm going to try out the plasma launcher. Don't look like it'll. Yeah, it works. All right. He's done. All right, now I'm going to hit my life support real quick. Okay. Yeah, harvest oxygen. Corrupted terminal. There we go. Okay. Despite the decay, the station's mainframe remains functional. The records have clearly been accessed by whoever came here before. The last entry is a download of a high-powered sonar unit. But there is something strange. Timestamps have been purged, and there is no way to tell how long the crew were here. Was this place on land when it was last visited? The horrors that lurked outside must surely have come after. But what drew them here? Download sonar plans. All right. Cool. So I can go ahead and install that thing too. All right, everyone. So I think I'm going to use the high-powered sonar. Okay, yeah, because... All right, so obviously I already installed the so what's this say? It's saying use the high-power sonar to detect sunken wrecks. Access high-power sonar from quick menu. The cruise log mentioned a freighter. Okay, so well, damn, just did a freighter, but yeah. Let's scan for a crashed freighter. There we go. Okay. How far is this thing? Oh, wow, 10 minutes. I think I'll find my ship and then just fly to a spot close to it, so I will catch back up with you in a moment. Hey everyone, I'm back. So, let me take this out real quick. So I got real fortunate with where this freighter is. I was thinking, oh man, there might not be nowhere to land, but I mean, it's like right here, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, Dreams of the Deep, distorted voice. Breach event. Located the wreck, but the ship's computer was a washout. We salvaged what supplies we could and left. I don't want to be nearby when the water eats through the Rector housing. Tidal patterns here are increasingly strange. The water has risen rapidly, but we are yet to see it ebb. We could return and salvage more when the water falls away. The survivors made it back to the wreck of their freighter, but moved on soon after. I will have to do the same if I am to find them. Before I leave, I make one final search of the archives. There are no more clues, but I do locate blueprints for some aquatic construction modules. At the least, the journey was not in vain. Shutdown signal. Shut down the distress beacon. There is no one here to rescue. All right, man. That's pretty cool. These crates here. Which one do I want to get first? I think I'll go get this one first. All right, there we are. Come on, let me grab you. Ooh, multi-tool expansion, that's cool. That's definitely not something I need, though, at least with this weapon. Probably not going to need something like that for quite a while. I've got quite a bit of spots open and available to me. Banned weapons, okay. That was either 3 or this is 3 or... Right. Wow. Another one. Alright, 55 sets on the others. Oh, I didn't grab what I needed out of it. Okay. Hot ice. Fusion core. I think there's one last one. Let me take a quick look here. I'm pretty sure there's one more left. Yeah. Salvage data. All right, let me make it back to my vehicle and I will check in with you. All right, everyone, I'm back, and it looks like this is going to have us just go through all the different options. Like now it wants us to use the sonar to detect sunken buildings. I'm guessing the next thing is maybe ruins or something. So go ahead and do that. Sunken building. Okay. And we'll see where this pretty much leads. Okay. So 3 minutes. Not too bad, but I'm still going to go ahead and probably just fly there. All right, everyone. Didn't get quite as lucky this time, but not too bad. It's only 541 U, so I'm going to go ahead and make my way to there, and I'll meet you when I get there. All right, we are here, and let me go ahead and make sure I got my weapon equipped, and I got my plasma launcher. So I'm going to go ahead and take out this, take this eye out. Wow, that thing pretty much pulverized him. All right. Log access, signal echo distorted, retrieving data. Read log. It was my turn to dive today, but once again, nothing of interest, nothing but kelp and rocks. The water is yet to recede. Some of the crew have taken to swimming without their suits. It looks so inviting. Huh. I mean, that's pretty much it. All right. Looks like it just wants to have me continue searching for sunken buildings, so go ahead and do another search. So what is it, the same building? I mean, I think this is the one I was just at. Well, if that's the case and I can get some new information or whatever, then that's great. So we'll check it out again. Okay. Once I get out, this guy's going to be on me, so... I'm going to grab this other one while I'm here. That way he doesn't get me when I'm coming out. Ah! Pretty much stopped me. Come on. There we go. All right. Okay. Log access, signal echo distorted. Reach event. The secondary dive team came back early today. They found a cave full of strange crystals, but the lights on the sub cut out and forced them home. They seem upset, disturbed, but we have to go back while we still have an idea of where it is before the shifting tides rob us. We'll never build anything without advanced materials. We fixed the lights on the Nautilin. I'm heading out. Breach event. We found the cave. I knew we would, but what did he find? Great towering crystals of brilliant red rich material deposits, concentrated deuterium, all we could ever need. We might just make it after all. Now if only we could get a dry night's sleep. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit a quick scan, I guess, for another building. Submerged ruins, I doubt that would be anything. Abandoned building detected, follow the signal. Okay, so where is that? 4 minutes away, going to head. I'll meet you at the building. Going to jump in the Starship and get there. All right, everyone, I'm back, and there's really nowhere to land, so I'm going to go ahead and I already took one of my rocket upgrades out of here. I'm going to put these aqua jets in real quick, just so I can land. Those things, I'll treat those like the rockets, the economy scanner. Basically, just keep them in my inventory unless I need them, and then, So I'm just going to go ahead and land right here. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of time, so I forget to take them out and put the rocket upgrade in. But it just is what it is. Okay. All right. These stories are fairly interesting. Okay, I had the dream again. The endless purple waves, mile after mile after mile, a relief at first from the dull crimson ache. But then I can't escape the feeling there's something else there. I look around, there's nothing. I blink and I see them, faint at first, just lines, but it's unmistakable. Repeated geometric shapes traced in the sky, row after row of triangles, slowly scrolling past. And I can't explain it, but it's the most terrible thing I've ever seen. It's almost a relief to wake up and see the rain again. Log continues. Breach vent. They've gone back to that wretched cave, every one of them. No one is listening to me. We can still build the hyperdrive. I know it. After that, flushing the salt out, the launch thrusters will be easy. We've all had the same dream, the same rambling, the teeth in the sky, those crystals. It's nonsense. There's nothing else down there. We've taken it all. But what can I do? Maybe I missed something. Maybe they're right. One last look won't hurt. Okay. All right. Yeah, gotta love the Aquajets, that's for sure. They're just basically allowing us to land pretty much right on top of where we need to be. All right, everybody. So, unfortunately, it's getting pretty close to an hour time limit here, so I'm going to get ready and end the video. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to go ahead and pretty much go to my freighter, and I will meet up with you when I get there. All right, everyone, I'm back. I'm on my freighter, and I think, you know what I can do is, I think there's something on here, something about the farmer or whatever that I was seeing. It's not showing up now. Let me see if it is. So it's not. It was kind of prompting me to talk to my agriculture specialist. So let me see if got enough time to do something real quick for him. Just basically hand him over some plants. Pursuing new hybrid plants is so much fun. All right. And then kind of give it a second there to catch up, and then he should be ready. Collect Starbulb. Okay. So Starbulb I have may not be right. Actually, I should have access to it without even going to my storage bin inside my freighter here. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, maybe I need to actually pull it out of the storage, which is a little different. Starbulb. Have you gathered samples? Yes. All right. Cool. Good to go. So yeah, I'm kind of happy to be on my freighter now, because that way when I could actually debrief this one mission, but then that's going to throw everything off. So I'm just going to let all these missions I sent off earlier, well, let them go ahead and get finished, and I'll debrief them in the beginning of the next episode. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone, and until the next time, peace out.